Hello guys, my name is PFC Moreira from Ghost Squad. I am a fireteam member, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Ace Arsenal. Ace Arsenal is useful to create loadouts, so when you join the game, either if you want to be that guy that is always ready as soon as he joins the game, or if you just joined in late and you want to get your stuff sorted really quick, you can use this. Set up loadouts to all the positions in your fire team just in case you have to take a position that you are normally not occupying. So we're going to jump straight into it. If you go into your default ArmA screen when you just load the game up, you'll have tutorials on the top here. You're going to want to go to Ace Arsenal, and this will open the virtual reality and will allow you to change your loadouts. So to begin with, what you want to do is remove all the gear that the character already has. You can see that mine already has some stuff that we're going to be adding later on. But for instructional purposes, I'm going to remove all of this, and you should as well when you load in, because most likely you will have a civilian attire, and you want none of that. So removing everything. There it is. Okay, so first off, you will want to start with your gun, simply because that allows to access magazines more easily when you go into uniform and vest. And the gun that we use in the third ID is the M4A1 carry handle. Oh, sorry, the M4 carry handle, which is here. There you go. That was hard to find. Okay, after you selected the M4 carry handle, you'll want to select the ACOG TA31F RMR 2D. There it is. It will come with an ACOG and a red dot scope just in case you're in close quarters fights and you don't want to tunnel vision with that zoom or see too less of an alleyway or whatever you are situated in. You'll want to load with a rail attachment, the ANPEQ15, that will give you a laser and a flashlight. Then you want to move on to our uniform. I recommend sorting by mod in here instead of alphabetically, simply because you get all our mods together and it's easier to find. So there it is, quick tip. Now for our uniform, we'll want the combat uniform OCP. That's what we regularly use. And in that combat uniform, on our right side here, you'll have different tabs on what you can select to put on the uniform. So we're going to start with 2 field dressings, 2 elastic bandages, 2 packing bandages, 2 morphine, a tourniquet, and then cable ties, 4 of them. There they are. And 1 map tool. And that should be all done for the uniform part. On the vest, what you'll want to select is the SPCS Rifleman OCP if your loadout is indeed a rifleman. If you're doing sniper or squad leader, the aspects will change, and that's pretty much just it for you guys that really like the visual part of this game. Okay, moving on to what you should put inside the vest. Inside the vest, you should have magazines for your weapon. In this case, we're going to use the M855A1. We're going to select 6 of them. Do remember that you already have 1 in your weapon, so that should be a pretty good magazine count for you. Then we're going to have to load 2 green smokes. Be advised that green smokes are not used for concealment. They are instead used to signal cleared areas or other types of signals if you don't have any other color of smoke. After that, you'll want to load 2 red smokes, which are used to signal hot landing zones, general targets, or enemy locations. After that, you will want to load 2 white smokes, which are used for concealment, and 2 M67 grenades, frag grenades. That should be all good for your vest. And Actually, I just forgot. I recommend also loading earplugs on your uniform and an entrenching tool. Always useful, especially as a rifleman. Okay, moving on to helmets. In the helmet section, you'll want to select the ACH OEF CP. You have multiple versions of these: ESS goggles, standard ones, headset, and headset with ESS goggles. For now, let's just stick with the normal one. And we'll move down to the miscellaneous part of your inventory, which we'll start with NVGs. And for NVGs, we'll use the AN/PVS 15. I recommend always having them in your inventory, even if you're doing a day op, because the situation can change and it can turn into a night op. You don't know that, so just to avoid constraints, if you don't have an arsenal box when the time changes, you just have it on you. They're not really heavy. They're useful. They weigh like 1 kilogram. It's just have them on. It's fine. Just have them on. And then we're going to add binoculars, a map, a GPS, an AN/PRC 152, a compass, and a watch. Okay, so this is the OCP loadout, which is what we use in this unit. It's pretty basic. It's what the SOP tells you to use, but you can change that. If you feel like you don't have a lot of magazines or a lot of medical, you can change that. You're only at 20 kilos. If your squad leader or fireteam leader tells you to change it, you can change it. You have a lot of wiggle room. I find my comfortable zone to be up to 35 kilograms. So I normally just add bandages and ammo for my team. So yeah, from that moment on, what you do is you go into loadouts, and then you type the name and save. Should be right here. So now I'm going to demonstrate how it works. You go into a box, you get this 3D animated version of your character and where it's standing on. You have nothing. Let's imagine you just spawn butt naked like this. And you'll want your gear, right? So on the game, on the arsenal box, you'll have loadouts like this. If you double click it, you'll get it, or if you just click it and press load, you'll get it. And you'll see that you have everything that you spawned with, or sorry, that you preset saved in your loadout, and everything you will need for the operation. So if you just join late, you'll be fine. You'll arrive faster than if you were spending 10 minutes on the arsenal box, which is normally what we see a lot with new guys. So yeah, I hope this video was useful for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask anybody on the TeamSpeak server, and me especially because I made this video. Thank you guys, and take care. See you on the battlefield.